Hey everybody, this is IndieGeek, and today I'm taking a look at a game called Mini Metro. So this is a game by Dino Polo Club, and it is currently on Greenlight, and I'm doing it because it is, not only is it really good, but it's actually really close right now, I believe, to being in the top 100 on Greenlight. So it could definitely use some extra votes, so hopefully you will check this out and want to go vote for it on Greenlight. That could definitely help the game out a lot, and I think that it deserves it. So when we open the game up, this is alpha version 5, and we get this little warning. So, warning pre-release. Thank you for playing this early build of Mini Metro. You're a good sort and we salute you. While you're playing, please be aware that Mini Metro is only midway through development. This build is lacking many features that will be present in the final product and is a little rough around the edges. If you have any suggestions, ideas, or large sums of cash for us, then please get in touch. We'd love to hear your opinion. So, that's basically what I would have explained anyways, because of course it is in alpha right now, and you can actually download this right now if you'd like, and I will link in the description not only to the Greenlight page so you can vote for it, but also to Dino Polo Club's homepage so that you can download this and play it for yourself. And I believe they have Windows, Mac, and Linux builds right now, so that's pretty cool. One thing I will mention as we get started here is that there is no music in the game right now, and that's fine. I don't think that's a big deal. That's probably something that will be added later. So, the way this works is, it is kind of, basically it's a transportation sim, but it's presented in kind of a minimalist fashion, which I really like. It kind of reminds me a lot of the art of Mondrian, who I'm sure everyone knows, like the painting with all the colored cubes. That that's kind of the vibe that I get from this. And I think what I like most about it, because I've always been interested in getting in games like SimCity and like Cities in Motion, those kind of games, but I've never really had the patience to get through the tutorials and actually get to the real game, unfortunately. And I like this because it puts it on a really, really simplistic level. So all you're really doing is trying to strategically place your transportation lines so that you can get people where they need to go without having them wait too long. Because if we get like 6 people waiting here, and they're waiting there for like a few seconds, it all just falls apart and then we lose. So for right now, like the win-lose condition is just don't let that happen, basically. That's really kind of what it comes down to. In order to win, you have to try to not have people waiting too long. So it starts out pretty easy, but it gets pretty complicated pretty fast. And let's see, I don't know if it'll let me pull it up, but we have 3 color lines available to us, so we've got all the lines in place that we can, and as we can see, we get kind of these hubs that progressively pop up, basically, and we've got to find a connection to get to that hub. So, like I said, we've got 3 lines we can use, and we've only got a couple of bridges. Okay. I think I want to boost a capacity. Oh, I don't have any tunnels? Whoa. That's no good. Oh, because I'm already using one. Okay. So, what we're going to do is we're going to add this to the red one. Just because now it's got so long to go. So, it'll be able to carry a few more, and it will be able to move a little faster, which it really needs to because of how many spots that we've got with this one. So, as we can see, now this is kind of what I was talking about with this whole system here. And one of the things that you definitely want to have happen is that this kind of like crisscrossing of lines. And so here we can see that's kind of what I was talking about there, with having too many people on one thing, and a lot of this is randomly generated. So some of it comes down to luck right now, and that's fine. I think that's okay. It keeps me playing, if nothing else. This is definitely a game though that I could see myself spending a lot of time with. Yeah, this place is gonna get really iffy really fast. Oh my goodness. So the way it works, we can see our time here, and we can pause the time and have it go through. At the end of each week, we get an upgrade. And so like we saw, I had the choice between... Oh, good. Good. I had the choice between getting the faster train that could carry more passengers, or I could get an extra line. So that would give me like a light blue line, and I believe is the fourth one. But even in kind of this early state of the game, it's really good. I'm having a lot of fun with it, and I think if kind of more was added, of course, I could see myself definitely sinking a lot of time in this game. And I do kind of like, if you've noticed, it's kind of naturally started zooming out, but it's almost slow enough zooming out that you don't even notice it's zooming out, which is kind of interesting. Luckily, I should be... Okay. I think... Tell you what. I want to get a tunnel. And I'll tell you why. Because I'm going to delete some of the red here. Why don't I have another line? Didn't I buy another line? I thought I bought another line. What's happening? Okay, I'm confused. Did I just like click the wrong thing? Maybe I accidentally bought another tunnel. Oh, I did. Okay, I did buy another tunnel. Alright, well that's not necessarily what I meant to do. Okay, and I gotta figure out a good way to get over there. It's okay, we lost anyways. So maybe I'll play like one more here. Kind of finish up my thoughts. But I mean, I think you guys pretty much get the idea of what's happening here. I actually didn't want to do that now that I think about it. I'd rather connect this all with one at the beginning. Yeah, one of the things that I really want to see added, I mean, besides music, of course, but that, I'm sure music is in the works. So I'm not really going to harp on the music. I personally like the visuals a lot. I don't know if they'll be for everyone, but I just like seeing the really simple interface for everything. But something that I would like to see is kind of a campaign mode where maybe things weren't randomly generated. So like we'd be given kind of some preset points and maybe have to have it running for X amount of weeks or until we get to a certain number of passengers transported. And so then, you know, you could even kind of set up almost like a leaderboard situation of who was able to do that the best. So that could be really interesting. And then I don't really know what else. I mean, this is kind of like a little kind of off the cuff a little bit, but maybe like some kind of power-ups could be cool, as weird as that sounds. So like if, you know, I don't know, maybe so like when you help like 50 transports, then you can choose to like temporarily speed up a train or something. So instead of having like permanent upgrades, because I like the permanent upgrades, but also have smaller upgrades that maybe last for like a day, because those could be kind of nice just to help you out if you're just in like kind of a pinch situation. Do I really want to do that? No, maybe I want to do that. Oh no, accidentally. I didn't mean to do that. Okay. And then I want to boost my red here. Okay. Yeah, but I mean, even in the state it's in, even with it being alpha, I'm having a good time with it. I think it's pretty good, and I think it's actually really polished right now. I haven't run into any bugs. I haven't really run into any weird problems or anything. Okay, really? I wish it would give me a way to do that without it crossing the river again. But guess I just gotta cross the river. Yeah, and I think the biggest thing is I'm just really interested to see kind of where the developers take this. Excuse me. But I think especially if I think there's also maybe some problems balancing right now, because what I would like to see is okay, so all I really wanted to do there was reroute that line, but alright, that's fine. I would like to see maybe like the first bit of the game a little easier, if that makes sense, so you can get like a few weeks in, so that it would be possible to get to like some really large scale stuff. And I'm sure it is possible, I'm just not good. So that's probably all that problem is. Okay, yeah, so I can't do that. Oh, I guess I'll just do that. The red one is like all messed up. And some of this is, like I said, it's just due to the fact that it's randomly generated. But luckily I've got the end of the week coming up here, so we'll see what I get. Hopefully something helpful. Okay, what can I get? Oh, either a tunnel or an extra line. Honestly, probably an extra line, because then I can shorten this up a little, really by like 2 stops, and then I can do this, and this, and this. Cool, so that gives me like a little loop, which is kind of what I was looking for, because that will reroute some of the problems in the red and the blue, or red and the yellow, I mean. Okay. Just doing a little more rerouting. So, I mean, that's... Whoa. Oh, that's probably... That'll disappear here probably in a second, I would imagine. Yeah. So, the nicest thing that I've noticed so far is that the computer part of it is like, it's really smart about how it directs the trains, as well as how it how it like sets out your lines, because I'm not dragging exactly the path I want. It kind of auto paths a little bit for me, and I haven't really run into too many issues with that so far. But unfortunately this will be the end of that run. So I'm actually going to end the video here, but I'm definitely having a good time with it. I think it's a really good kind of transportation or city simulator for someone who doesn't have kind of the patience to deal with some of the larger scale ones that maybe have a lot of tutorialization. Like, this is one that you can just pick up and play right away, and I think that's really great. I think it's a lot of fun. I think it looks great. It's missing stuff, but that's fine. It is only an alpha, and that's why they're that's why they're doing the Greenlight thing. So, I think especially if you looked at this and liked what you saw, you should definitely go Greenlight. But I think honestly that you should Greenlight no matter what, because there are a lot of people interested in this game, and I certainly am. And it could it could use a lot of support. I know the devs are working very hard on this and could definitely use the help. So, as I said, I will link to both where you can download this demo, as well as the Greenlight page, so that you can vote for the game yourself. So, with all of that being said, as always, feel free to comment if there's anything that you would like to comment on. Subscribe to the channel to see more of my videos every single day. And if you liked what you saw in Mini Metro, please consider clicking the like button, because that could help me out a lot, and I appreciate everything that you do to help. So with all of that being said, I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.